Hi guys, so it is time to balance my TBR from last week. Typically I do this earlier in the week, but I was sick at the beginning of like this entire week, so didn't get it done, but we're finally doing it now. So we started last week out with 600 books on our physical TBR. We were getting so close to actually breaking down into the 500 threshold, and we got really close, but alas, I did get some of my subscription boxes. So I got the Pro Empress. This is the Illumicrate, I believe, and it is very, very pretty. I love the coloring and the foiling on this one. Super excited to have this book because I've heard some really good things. So that brought me up to 601. However, I did finish a book. I finished November Road. This was like a 2-star read. Wasn't really my favorite, but you know, we finally got it off the TBR. This has been on my TBR for literally years and years and years at this point. So I was glad to finally get that off the list. So that brings me down to 600. Then I did end up deciding to DNF a book, which is The Principle of Moments. This is an Illumicrate book that I got 3 or 4 years ago now. It's a sci-fi, very convoluted plot. Just did not understand what was being attempted in the story. I made 100 pages in here and really couldn't give you a concrete explanation for what was going on in this world. So we DNF'd this one, which brings me down to 599. Officially made it to the fives, but we didn't stay there very long because I got my other subscription box for the month, which is my Fairy Loot. So I got The Swan's Daughter, which is very cute, girly, simplistic. I love the coloring in this. And then also we got Graceless Heart. I've heard good things about this. I was a little underwhelmed by this edition, if I'm being honest. I don't know why, but I'm still excited to have this book nonetheless. So that brings me back up to 601. And then I did finish one more book for the week. I finished Renegades by Marissa Meyer. This is very YA, but still just a fun time being in a world with superheroes and fun, unique powers. So I did enjoy reading this. This brings me down to 600 books. So still hovering in that 600 range. We'll see whether or not I can actually break through that barrier this week. So yeah, sorry this is a little bit late, but like I said, just wasn't feeling it earlier in the week.